Hello my friends, welcome back to Home and Garden. If you are new to my channel, welcome and please do not forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you will be updated to all my new videos. So I already gave you a tour or a videos of some of the plants from my front yard. But today, this is a good day to show you a full tour of my front yard. So here's the view of my front yard towards the driveway. So I am actually standing on the second level of my front yard so that I can show you how it looked like from here to that side of my garden. This is all my hellebores, and also I have this big bush over here that has a bloom already. This is the rhododendron, and I have the bush azalea on that side, and the hellebores is along here, and also a different combination of full sun plant that love full sun, and also I combine with the shade loving plant. So still along the driveway, I have all these hellebores in here. This is my crocus mia. Here, all the way on that side of my driveway, these pavers, I have a border of this lily. This is a dwarf lily, and they do have a white bloom, and also some of them are pink bloom. So hellebores is still doing good. They're almost dried up, but they're still beautiful and nice. So I also planted some phlox in here. It's an upright phlox, and this tall one here, I put this chicken wire because this is my tall Asiatic lily, and this one is like about 8 feet tall. And I did put this wire because there's some deer that come in here and they do just cut them, eat them. So there's more Asiatic lily in here, the phlox, rhodie, fern, and also the hostas, which is they have a big leaf. It's like a variegated. So in this side of my front yard, I just combine the full sun and also the shade loving plants. They'll be okay. They don't receive any afternoon sun on this side. So I do have the hostas, the phlox, the Bergenia, rose campion in here, columbine. This one, I don't really plant this intentional. I just saw here one day, and I think some of my plants, they just reseed and leave some beautiful flowers like this, and now I do have a lot. And then I have the palm tree, which is a gift from my friend, and then the azalea bush starting to bloom. I have some geranium here and already have a flower bud. This is the Virginia, and this is like a common name is like an elephant ear. Some hostas, the phlox, columbine, and it's just a repeatable flowers or plants that I planted in here, and more of the beautiful columbine. So that's what the other side of my front yard look like. So the other side of my driveway, I do have planted this beautiful rhododendron. it's still doing good. I hope I can still keep that bloom till next week. And then here, the way that we landscape, because this side is a little higher, so this is the first level of my um, garden, the front yard. And so going to the second level, there's a stairs, and then we will go there later on. So here, going back here, I still have the elephant ear or the begonia. They do have a pink flower, and they're almost done actually. And then I use them as my border and added to this landscape because they're not really picky. They like sun. They also can grow in the shade area, and also they're not dying or drying on the winter time. So they are evergreen. So the ferns are evergreen, rhodie are evergreen, the azalea also is evergreen. So I still have color during fall and winter. So I decided to keep them here in the front area so that I still have a beautiful landscape and colors of plants that you can see it during winter time, because the rest of the plant, they're all just died, or you're not going to see it. They're just going to be under the ground and you're not going to see them until, of course, they will bloom again in springtime. So these tiny plants that I have on the bottom of this landscape, I actually don't know the name of this, but this is a ground cover. Look at the foliage. They're so beautiful. This one also is the perennial ground cover. So I just leave it there in between these rocks, and they look nice. They're like a tiny star. Looking further, they're like a snow. Tiny, tiny blooms. And also I have some candy tuft on this side, so I hope they can grow and cover a little bit of the rocks, but that should be fine. And then here I use the begonia or the elephant ear as the border between this side of my stairs, and they look nice. Rhododendron here, more rhodie here, and also I put the begonia elephant ear on this side. And then I do have the evergreen bush, hellebores, and then I alternate them with my upright phlox. This is actually a purple color. So I will also give you another tour of all my phlox in my garden. So please stay tuned, and please do not forget to hit your notification bell so you will be updated to that video. So this side also is alternate of the phlox, hellebores, and the evergreen bush. And here I have the candy tuft, and this beautiful rhodie has already started to bloom. So I have this palm tree together with, on the other side of my driveway, I have another palm tree. So I have like a mirror like look, and they are growing healthy on this side. This is actually given by my friends. I really love it. So this side of my front yard, I have a little slope design in here, same as my backyard. So we add these rocks as an illusion of a waterfall. There's no water on it. It's just when you're looking further, it looks like, you know, the regular waterfall, but there's no water. So we add it like that, and I add all this elephant ear or the begonia as a border, so they're not really looking messy. So I have this beautiful bloom, and as you can see, they're all doing good on this side. So I'm just gonna give you a little close up on the upper side of my fountain or the waterfall illusion. And I do have this bridge in here. So since we have this Japanese maple, this looks like a Japanese garden because we added, of course, the rocks, and it looks nice. So this is the look and the upper view of my garden. So again, I have the bridge here. Just added a little design statue on that side. I have hostas. This one is all my sweet wood roof plant, and begonia as my border. And I was actually standing on that grass area taking these rocks on this side. Okay, so that is my front yard. I was taking video and showing to you a while ago on this side. That is my driveway, and this is actually when you are on the street. This is how my front yard look like. So all of these plants already look familiar to you. I have this camellia still doing good, still in bloom. Look at this beautiful rhodie. They're all full bloom. And still doing good is my azalea, Japanese maple. I love it. I like the contrast. And I add some lilies as my borders in here. Hydrangeas, the evergreen bush, and that's my pathway. And then that purple bush that you are looking there, that is the common heather, which is I need to actually trim them together with my evergreen. They're like overgrown now, but they still look nice. And then underneath that Japanese maple is a lot of English ivy. I like them as my cover ground because they look neat and they are also evergreen. Looks so pretty. So here's another azalea that's gonna be starting to bloom soon. This is another view of my front yard, and I'm going to show you the other pathway. So there's two ways that you can go in the middle of this front yard. There's the stairs on that driveway, and I do have a pathway in here. So some of my guests or friends or some relatives that they cannot walk on the stairs, they use this pathway as an easy access. They still can go to my house. So here are also my other border next to the common header. I have also same thing, the azalea. They're about to bloom soon. I have a separate video of this azalea. If you want to watch, I'm going to add this on the description box. The video is all just about azalea, and that is azalea. So towards the middle part, I can access here and then check the upper part of my front yard. So all of these bushes that you can see, this is all azalea. So this one is the evergreen bush, but it looks so big. It's nice with the Japanese maple. You can grow the evergreen bush like this. They look amazing, and you can just make them round, and they are added as your centerpiece in your garden. So here are also behind my other plants here are also the azalea. So I'm so excited to see them. So that's another rhodie. Let me give you an up close look on how beautiful they are. And you can see some bees that love to smell the flowers. They're so beautiful. The blooms is all the way in the back. So you can see there's more begonia on this side, rhodie, azalea, and some primroses in the pot, lilies on the ground, hydrangeas, and ferns. So this is already the side of my front yard. It's like that gate is like towards the backyard, and here I do have also the azalea. It's really hot today, so all my plants are drying. I have to water them. So here is the other plant that I have on the side of my garden, and I do have, of course, the daylilies, hostas, primroses, and other plant that combine with the side of my garden. And this is my gate. I have the camellia, the azalea bush, and that's towards my backyard already. We'll do a separate tour for the backyard, so you have to again subscribe, hit your notification bell so you'll be updated when I have all that video. And then here, another turn, another quick look of my camellia, still doing good. There's still a lot of bloom and they're so beautiful. There's also a separate video of my camellias and rhodie. If you're interested, just check it out. Check the description box below and check the link and watch and enjoy. So walking towards the front yard, coming from the side garden, I have the deck in here that I planted also grapes, and there's a lot of fruits last year, so I'm so excited. I'm gonna do a separate video of my fruit trees and give you an update for their blooms. So again, this is my front yard. I have some lilies in here, Irish, ferns. I actually have this penny. It's a penny tree, but it looks like it's not going to bloom because I don't see any flower bud this time. This one is just my succulent plant that I get some cuttings on it and added as my accent to some of my pots. And here is the beautiful, very healthy grapevine. They do have the red fruit, the red grapevine. And so this hanging plants I have right now, I add an ice plant. They have like red and orange flower. And I designed all these pots in here with all my primroses. That's already almost done. Some of them are done. I have hydrangea in the pots, hostas primroses, and this is also an azalea. Right now I can smell them and their scent is very nice. I love it. It's like you want to eat them. You cannot eat the flowers. But they're so beautiful. I just love the smell. So my azalea, the big bloom are doing good. And that is my another, just like a side of my garden. This is all dirt before, and then I did this myself and add all this tiny white rocks, and then you can design them because when there's a rain, because this is all dirt before, it's just all splashing all the dirt on the side of my house. So I decided to just make like a pathway, like a cement dam. It's really simple. Just get the mixed cement and get the pattern, which is that pattern that I have, and just be patient and do it and look at what the outcome. It's so beautiful. So going towards the front, we're walking out from my deck, and this is the upper level of my front yard. So here, like what I said, I have planted the shade loving plant and also the full sun loving plant. But on this side, I have all the primroses, hostas on the pots, and then on the cement pots. And then behind that, I have all the hellebores that needs water. It's too hot today. It's like 90 degrees. And this is all my primroses. So you can design also. Just this one is my project. I just design it and add some primroses, and it's just a simple, like a wood thing that you can put it together and use it as your planter. So I'm going to back up a little bit so you have a quick look on how I designed my deck. So that is the grapevine, primroses. This is all like mix of hostas and primroses, and also some succulents, fern. So here you can also do walk towards my house on the front, and here I have the peace lily here, daylilies, oriental lilies, and I have fern in the pots, fern on the ground. Look at this beautiful azalea. I'll do a separate video of this, of all my azalea and how they bloom, but this is a quick glance of how they look like now. Okay, my friends, continuing my tour, we are going towards the other access of how to get to the top side of my front yard, which is the stairs. So again, I am walking towards the driveway, and look at that beautiful roadie. So here is another access on how to get to the upper side of my front yard. So let's walk towards that. That's also the begonia, bergenia, azalea, and here's the other side, upper side of my upper front yard. So this one on the trellis here, this is actually a vine, and it is a clematis or clematis. So I add some little decoration in there, some succulents in the pot, and this is the view towards the stairs. And some of the hostas that I planted, they're still doing good. Daylilies, and we were taking videos on that side a while ago. So my flamingo is still okay. And this bush over here is a hydrangea. So on this side, this is actually now the view from my front door. So I decorate all of this. This is the variegated ivy. My friend gave that to me as well, and a friend gave this to me. It's really nice to have a friend that also love to collect plants, and you can trade to them, and some of your plants trade it to them, and they can give you plants that you don't have it. So that's a good tip. Remember that you can trade your plant or ask plants from a relative or friends. So this is a azalea. It's almost about to bloom. That's gonna be a white bloom. And here's another one, a pink one that you can see already, speaking already. And here is another view towards my upper level front yard. So I have all these pots, big pots in here that I combine with all the shaded plant. Look at this variegated hostas, they're so beautiful. And look at my hydrangea. That's gonna be blooming soon. I'm so excited to show you all this nice plant when they bloom. And I have a friend there, spider. So here is the other side of the pathway. So you can go here to the stairs, here, walk towards the other pathway, and then go to the back of my backyard. And then this one, I also put the hellebores and also the bergenia, and I just did it as a border and alternate how they planted in this side. So again, the hellebore and bergenia, they are evergreen, so all of this plant, you'll see it even though it's still winter. But all my hydrangeas gonna be, they're just gonna be drying up, and all the leaves gonna be gone during winter time. So here This one again is all just dirt before, and I just do some pathway in here. Of course, you can do it yourself or hire somebody. I don't have the extra money to pay someone, so I just did it myself. So it looks nice. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, it looks neat. You can try it and do the same thing and add a design to your garden. So here are my beautiful. I'm so excited to show you a separate video of this uh, Asiatic lily. They're all like dark maroon color, and I'm telling you, they're so beautiful. And the color of that flower, it looks like the seats or the chair that I put in there, the bistro chairs. That's the flower of this Asiatic lily. So here on this side, I see combination of daylilies, hostas, and Asiatic lily that I have alternate to plant them, and they're really looks so beautiful. So come back and see that video. So towards to this side, this is just the side of my deck that I'm showing to you a while ago. So I have an issue on this side. This is all just, rocks before. This rocks is like the previous owner just put it everywhere. So I just designed them as use it as my border as to so that I can add some plant. And again, I redo this side before and put different plant like annual plant, but then they're all like just dried up. I don't have a dripping system into this side, so I have to come here and water hose them every like, especially this time it's really hot, like twice a day. And so on this side, I put also some primroses and some hostas, but they don't really doing good. So what I did, I just add this pot. This one is like a desert plant. I think this is a yucca plant, I believe. So they are doing good on the dwarf side. I mean, they're dwarf, so I don't want them to overgrown, and they are okay on this shaded area, even though they are like a full sun plant. They are still doing good. So I decide to add them in here because again, I don't have to water all the time, so they're very healthy, as you can see. So then I add, this is actually it's like related to Rhodie. This is a Azalea 3, and the bloom are this. And this is the one that I'm showing to you a while ago. They are very scented. The bloom, look at that. They're so big. And I have more here. So I don't have a full bloom this time because I have to cut them back last time because I see some disease on the foliage. They're all just like something like white spots. So I decided to just cut them back, and look, they all like look healthy now, but it's just I don't have too much bloom at this time. I only have that 3 branches that has a bloom, but it's okay. Maybe by next year they'll be giving me a lot of blooms. So here I add the hostas, more hostas there. So there's two kind of hostas, and then this is all my primroses, combination of colors of primroses. Some of them they still have a remaining of blooms, and then the pink one they're done, and purple. So that's what my front yard look like. So this is another view that you can see from this side of the upper side of the garden. It looks so beautiful. It's very nice and it's very calm, and It's so nice to hear all this chirping of the birds. I love it. They're so relaxing, and I hope you can come in person and check out my garden. Especially now, they're all like very green, lush, and healthy. You'll enjoy all this view, and I hope you like the video, the tour of my front yard. And please again, do not forget to hit the notification bell so you will be updated to all my new videos. And my next one, I'm going to show you the full tour of my backyard, and I'm so excited to show that to you. And of course, more videos that I'm going to make for my individual plants, so you can get some tips on how to take care and get a idea on how to add them, combine the plants from your yard. Maybe you already have some plants, but it's just they're not combined with the plants that they should be planted. And if you continue to watch my video, you will get an idea on how to combine all the plants, so you don't have to really waste a lot of money, and also give you some tips on how to propagate all your perennial plant. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the tour for today and also get some tips on how to combine a different kind of plants from shady to a full sun plants. And I will see you on my next video. Please do not forget to share, comment also on the comment box below, and also hit your notification bell so you will be updated to all my new videos. I'll see you again on my next video. Take care.